Yasmin from SAE Media Group's Biosensors for Medical Wearables conference in partnership with Medical Design Briefs. This year's conference will be taking place on the 24th to 25th of October in Boston. And today I'm delighted to be joined by one of our lead speakers for the conference, Richardson, who will be talking about his views on the rapidly evolving industry of medical on-body devices and giving us an insight into his upcoming presentation. Eric is Vice President of Applied Research at Wearables and is going to be presenting at this year's conference on the topic of designing wearables for real-time clinical thinking algorithms. So welcome, Eric.
Thank you, Yasmin.
And
Pleasure
Eric,
to be here.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining us. And to get right to it, you've been working in the industry for many years now, and I'm sure you've been seeing just how much the market has been developing over the past few years. Are there any key differences or significant developments that you've noticed within this year specifically within the industry of on-body medical devices?
We're seeing more and more digital therapeutics are advancing out of the R&D and proof of concept stages. We're also seeing more differentiation of DTX products, which are no longer exclusively wraparounds for drugs and behavior change interventions. There are now many DTX interventions that are standalone and aim to deliver value to patients who don't have any other treatment options or for whom pharmaceutical or traditional therapy has fallen short.
Absolutely. And I guess on that note, what do you see as the biggest growth area for 2023 and the coming years within the industry?
We're hoping to see more companies develop sensors that have the ability to capture and deliver clinical grade biomechanical data in real time. Specifically, I hope to see more companies currently involved in monitoring and remote diagnostics move towards clinical and in-home sensors that can provide actionable and autonomous therapeutic responses. We're also looking to see if biosensing devices can perform several disease measurements diverse, such as biomechanical motion and physiological data from the same platform.
Fantastic. Well, I think there's a lot of exciting things to come within the industry over the next few years. So much that's happened so recently as well. But are there any challenges that the industry or you personally are facing at the moment that's preventing us from allowing the industry to accelerate as fast as it can?
Well, in our wearable design projects, we've been challenged, like many others, by sourcing and supply chain issues for key components. For example, IMUs for motion sensing and microprocessors are also used in many industries such as automotive. Normally, we wouldn't need to commit to inventory purchases before completing design and validation phases, but in this state of the world, we need to do that in order to assure timely production and an adequate supply. And
I mean, you're going to be telling us a lot about the work that Wearables are doing and so much that's going on within the space and within your current company and team. Can you tell us a little bit more about the hot topic that you're going to be addressing at the conference in October?
Yes. My presentation will cover a topic that is important for digital therapeutics that deliver clinical responses while being used by a patient, which in our case is during a walking session. This not only requires continuous data collection, but a way to perform analysis and real-time delivery to a medical device that can adjust its response. In our case, our wearables are designed to collect and process data continuously while providing a robust real-time wireless feed to our clinical thinking algorithms, which are making adjustments to the therapeutic stimulus. We'll be digging into some of the design considerations to make a successful product that meets the needs of a digital therapeutic with active neurostimulation.
So cool. We're so looking forward to hearing more about your work at Wearables. It sounds really exciting. And we've got many great speakers at this year's conference. Why will you be joining the Biosensors for Medical Wearables conference? And are there any presentations that you're particularly looking forward to at the event?
Well, I love the opportunity to connect with other people working in this area and get the pulse of what problems and solutions are top of mind in the market. I'm particularly interested in areas of technology convergence and hearing about new concepts for applying wearables for digital medicine.
Fantastic. And I guess just on a final note, why do you feel it's important for the industry to be joining us at the Biosensors for Medical Wearables conference this year?
I think it's important for the industry to see how the convergence of the consumer wearables, such as ease of use, user experience, connectivity, and robustness, are all coming to bear now for medical devices and digital medicine. I think it's really important to understand that it's safe to jump in the water and bring these important components into the digital therapeutic and digital medicine industry.
Fantastic. Well, we're so looking forward to hearing more from you, Eric, and from all of our speakers as well. This year's Biosensors for Medical Wearables conference will be taking place on the 24th to 25th of October in Boston. If you'd like to see the full agenda and book your place, head over to the SAE Media Group website, and we hope to see you there. Thanks so much, Eric.
Thank you, Yasmin. We look forward to it.